Okay, in this next video, I'm going to show you how you can uh, outline your image in Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. So you can see that Adobe Illustrator we haven't really learned yet this year, but it's very similar um, to Photoshop. You can see that you have your toolbar, lots of stuff going on here, and you have your layer bar. Um, the cool thing about Illustrator is you don't have to be on that layer in order to work. So it'll just select, if you select an object, it'll just select it without even needing to be on the layer. So right now I have the image of my person, and I think that your best bet is to use the drawing tablet for this, but you can see you have your paintbrush. So right now when I draw, my paintbrush looks like the images up here, right? The options. So what I could do if I wanted to change it was to click on my move tool, select it. Note that you could change the color here, right? You can change the point size, how big it is or how small it is. And then if you wanted it to be more like a calligraphy pen, you can change the shape of it. And you can also, so you can really see that well, if I were to shrink this up, you can see it kind of takes on the shape of the brush up here, the options, okay? And then there's like all sorts of options that well, not that many. You can download more that you can kind of play around with. So let's say I wanted to do something pretty basic with like a little bit of weight to it in the center. So that would what my brush would look like. So see, you can kind of click and you don't have to be on that specific layer. So using my paintbrush, I can literally just outline my image. I'm doing this like super quick. I'm not really in my lines. You guys can take more time. But you can see I just did a little bit of that arm. So notice in my layer bar, it's pulling up as all different paths. So every line I make will be a different path. So if I turn my person, this is my image below, on and off, you can see that it has my really graphic outline that I can obviously change and make it look like whatever line I'd like it to look like. The really cool thing about this too is that it works like the pen tool. So I can actually, using my direct selection tool, select bits and pieces, okay? And like let's say here, like I kind of messed up. I can zoom in and take these little points and move my line. What? Okay. Into place if I don't really like where it's located, right? And then it comes with like little anchor bars that you can pull as well, right? To kind of get it back into place. And just again too, I can change the look of my outline by selecting the custom tools above. So I can make it like a thicker line, like that's kind of cool, right? If I wanted to. But I would kind of get your line down first so that you're not really messing around with it like I am right now. Right? And then I can kind of move my lines around. Right? So that's kind of cool. So if I were to zoom in, you could see different approaches. Now, I'll post another video for tomorrow's class on painting in Adobe Illustrator. So if, again, you wanted like a really graphic look and you just wanted like solid colors and lines, I could show you how to do this in Illustrator, right? So enjoy.